Beautiful night for football. QCTV from Andover High School tonight. Huskies are taking on Buffalo, and here's Tom DeVellis, head coach of the Huskies. 4 weeks in, give us kind of a state of the team report as you go into week 5 here.
Even though we had a couple losses, I like where our kids are at right now, where they're still fighting in there. They're still working hard every single day, and we talked a lot about where we're at as a team and how we got to just continue to grow. And you can have these lumps now, knowing that what matters is sections and where we're at and how we're playing at sections.
And at 2-2, you go into week 5 here. This is an important game to build momentum and have a strong second half, isn't it?
Yeah, it's huge. And the other thing is you look at who we played and who are those two losses to. Elk River, who's number 1 in 5A, and St. Francis, who based on QRF is number 2. And so it's not like we lost to teams that aren't respectable and aren't having great seasons. And so I think our kids looked at that and looked at video and said, let's learn from things and see where we're at tonight.
What's the scouting report on Buffalo here tonight as you take them on here at home?
They got huge linemen, huge O-line, huge D-line.
That's Wright County for you.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They look like a college-style O-line, D-line. They're pretty athletic. They like to throw the ball 65% of the time. So, we got to make sure that we're aware of that and make sure O-line and D-line, we're doing our parts and making those big guys move a little bit and try and get them worn out.
And Coach, as coach, what do you think about the spirit of homecoming? Sometimes it can be a distraction, but also it can add to the spirit of the game.
Yeah, and our kids have been focused this week, and so they've enjoyed it. We told our seniors especially, you got to enjoy the whole week, right? Enjoy Powder Puff, enjoy the Pep Fest we had today, but understand, this is the culminating event of the entire week, and so they're excited. We got a great fan base. Husky Nation is unbelievable, and so we're excited, they're excited, and it's going to be a fun night.
All right, Tom DeVellis with us, coach of the Huskies. We'll kick it off coming up soon here next on QCTV Sports.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello football fans and welcome to Husky Stadium.
As a high school within the Anoka-Hennepin School District, tonight's athletic event is following the rules and regulations of the Minnesota State High School League.
As team captains, we support and lead the expectations of good sportsmanship. We ask everyone to show respect and sportsmanship to both teams and our officials throughout the game.
Please refrain from any negative or unsportsmanlike behaviors.
Let's make tonight's game a great experience for all players and students.
Thank you for your support and enjoy the game.
Welcome back to Andover High School. Andover hosting Buffalo coming up here tonight. Huskies and the Bison, along with Jim Childs. I'm Jim Erickson. It's week 5 of the season. So far, the first half season has gone very quick. We got two and two teams tonight looking to make a statement going into the second half.
Yeah, the Andover Huskies come in. Their 2 losses against the number 1 team in the QRF and number 3 team in the QRF. They're going to make a statement against Buffalo. They've got some people back. Sam Asungu back again. So I really look for a good game offensively for the Huskies tonight.
Yeah, and for Buffalo, they're a team that made some mistakes last week. They lost to Elk River. Too many turnovers. They need to clean those things up here tonight, and they know that.
Yeah, and they're also depth-wise a little hurting on illnesses and some injuries, but they do have a solid defense that held Elk River scoreless really in that first quarter, and they were up on Elk River. So we'll see what comes out today with when they take on a little different offense than Elk River.
In the broadcast intro, we talked to Tom DeVellis, and we discussed a little bit about homecoming. Were you ever homecoming king?
Doesn't look like it.
Well,
no.
I was going to say, same thing here. So 2 non-homecoming kings calling the game tonight. It's Andover, it's Buffalo. Kickoff coming up here shortly on QCTV Sports. And welcome to Andover High School, along with Jim Childs, Jim Erickson back here, getting ready for Homecoming 2022. Huskies hosting the Bison of Buffalo. Kickoff just seconds away. That's C.J. Fogelquist set to kick it off here for the Buffalo Bison, 2-2. And back deep to receive Obi Ayafe and Demaro Davenport. And this game is underway, and it will be Ayafe trying near side, 25, nice return, 30, 40, out across the 40 to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position here on Homecoming for the home Huskies.
Yeah, great return. He able to get outside and turn it up was AFA, big kid who's done a lot of good things. The special teams unit for the Huskies has scored touchdowns, and they've also made some big plays defensively.
And I think they made a point to kick it away from Davenport, who averages 30 yards per return and has a touchdown. And then AFA goes and returns one about 35 yards. First down and 10, Andover has it. First play of the game from the 43-yard line. Quarterback Landon Nelson, quick swing pass, double pass, and wide open is Masungo down to the 30-yard line. What a play that was.
That was outstanding. The backup quarterback Chase Pemberlin took 3 steps back, throwing right, perfect strike to Masungu. Great way to start.
Masungu coming in with 12 receptions. That's his 13th. He was slowed by injury last week, had just 1 reception in that loss in the sloppy conditions at St.
Dead
Francis.
ball.
Start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
5-yard penalty. That was a gain of 26 yards, 27 yards on that little lateral and then pass. Nelson to Pemberton, then to Masungu. First down and 15. You see the starters for head coach Tom DeVellis. Tom in his 3rd season. First came here, Blaine, and then Coon Rapids as the athletic director, and then got back in as the head football coach here at Andover High School.
Yeah, he's people were the skill positions. One of note, Sam Masungu back for that up on the front line. Winters, Boughton, Pelkey, Frostley, Nowak, and Wolf. They average about 260 on the line, so good size for a high school.
Nelson quarterback clearing out of there as the running back Kirchner will take the swing pass 30 near sideline 25. Gets a lot of that yardage back on 2nd down and 12. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 and a pickup of 7 yards here for the Huskies. And on the near side on the coverage, Tommy Chavetta pushing him out of bounds. 3rd and 5 coming up here for Andover.
Yeah, it is a rapid fire offense. These guys are ready to go right off the bat. There's the defensive starters for the Buffaloes, the Bisons.
They are basic 3-4 defense. On the defensive side, here's Nelson Keep, makes a nice cut. He's into the secondary, makes another cut against the grain. He's inside the 20, inside the 15. That's a gain of 12, and the quarterback Keep, and it's a first down here for Andover.
Nelson came in as the 2nd leading rusher, averaging 4.7 yards per carry, 227. He's team lead at 3 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns as well.
You know, this rapid pace offense, Andover runs a lot of plays. Nelson coming in 795 yards passing, 227 yards rushing. Here he is again. Zigzags his way down to about the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. Gained to a close of 5 there, 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Big rush upfield, and Nelson just took a couple of steps and, like you said, zigzagged, able to get 5 yards.
Landon, big quarterback too, 6'3", over 200 pounds, and he's fleet of foot. You can see him jump cut, make guys miss. He's down to the 6. It'll be 3rd down and short. Nelson, 215, and that 6'3" frame.
Nelson also good passer, almost 800 yards, 64% completion percentage.
Kirchner in the backfield with him. He had 77 yards and a touchdown last week. Nelson also 71 yards rushing and a touchdown. Nelson will pass, looks here near side, it's caught! Touchdown! Masungu, the defensive back, went to the inside. Masungu sold the inside, and he came to the outside. Touchdown Andover, quickly scoring here to start this ball game on their opening possession.
You get the defensive back got turned all around, and I believe that was Gage Alson, who took one, like you said, he zigzagged and went zigged, and Masungu zagged, and the Landon Nelson will take the extra point.
Nelson kicking. It is up. It's good. Extra point makes it 7-0. Landon 12 of 15 on point afters coming in, so make him 13 of 16 now on point afters. And what a start here for Andover. It all started with that little razzle-dazzle.
Yes.
The lateral pass. Nelson to Pemberton, and then he found Masungu, and they were off and running after that, and they didn't let the 5-yard penalty get him down either.
No, 33 yards came from out of that 57-yard drive. 33 of it came from Masungu on catching 2 passes. 20 yards on the ground by Nelson. So excellent start for the Huskies. I don't think they could ask for anything better.
And meanwhile, Buffalo will get the ball for the first time now. They had turnover issues, and they've been battling injuries and sickness. They have 7 starters that are out from various injuries here in the first half of the season. And they had 4 fumbles and turnovers in the second quarter last week against Elk River in that 43-7 loss. They scored first. They were up 7-0. And here's the kick. And it'll be Buffalo taking it back the other way. Tristan Moore out across the 15. Didn't quite make it to the 20. But it's going to be a flag down. We'll wait and see what happens. That's actually Zach Salonik on the return. We'll get the call here from our referee. Flag was down right at the 20-yard line.
Sideline warning, Andover.
Too many guys sneaking onto the field there. They're not minding their P's and Q's and knowing where those chalk lines are on the sideline.
Well, they have a get-back coach. And
how much does the get-back coach get paid? Because that'd be a good gig. I think I could even do that.
Well, I know who it is, and he will get some razzing from one of the announcers during halftime if he gets a chance.
First down and 10 from the 20. Quick pass here. The starting quarterback, Grady Gaida, and it's a catch, and it's going to be a first down. That was a tack-on penalty. It was first down and 10, and Gaida with the pass, and it's going to be first down and 10.
The skill positions for, you mentioned Gaida, also the starting running back, Tristan Moore. Another one to watch is Ty Kosak. Kosak is leading receiver with 26 receptions and 304 yards.
Jace Green made the tackle. Now Buffalo also in a spread set, but they huddle up. Andover primarily goes no huddles. We saw in their opening possession, first down and 10. Quarterback again is Gaida, and he's going to go down. Pressure from both sides. And it was Jace Green who just made the last tackle. He was in there, and it's going to be a loss on the play.
Yeah. Baumhauer got in there and just tore. He's the starting defensive end.
But Green was in there too. Baumhauer, 23, and wasn't 33 in there too?
Yeah, I believe 33.
They kind of met at the quarterback, as they say. Big loss on the play. Second down and 19. Shotgun here for Gaida. Second and long, they set up the screen. And that is caught. That's number 0. You don't see a lot of guys wearing number 0. Tristan Moore tries to make his way to the original line of scrimmage. He's shy of the 30 at the 29. We'll bring up third and long.
A good defensive front there. 3-4. Couple people that keep an eye on is Ben Kopetsky, the safety. He plays both ways, but outstanding. And Nolan Israelson, back from last year, one of the leading tacklers back from last year.
Guide on the season, 747 yards, 5 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He rolls, he throws near side. It is going to be caught. John Schmidt shy of the first down. He gets to the 33-yard line. A guy who was very active defensively on that possession was Jace Green. He was in on yet another tackle, and it's 4th down Buffalo.
Yeah, good 3 and out for the Huskies. And really good tackling. Both, all 3 of those tackles were solid. Kopetsky up there jammed Schmidt right down. Wasn't going anywhere, gain of 6.
Punting situation on 4th down and 8. Fogelquist does the punting and the place kicking. And Mario Davenport should be back deep here. It's going to be a short punt. Davenport will let it bounce at the 41. And it dies right there. Buffalo in their pretty sharp purple and white uniforms. That looks like Vikings of the 60s.
Yeah, it does.
The Jim Marshall, there's number 70 right there.
Yep.
He looks like Jim Marshall taking it the other way at Kezar Stadium at San Francisco in 63 or whenever that was.
Yep. And
the wrong way run.
even the lettering, the numbering, the font of the numbering is right there. Absolutely.
7-0 Andover. They take over again. Good starting field position.
Do you remember that game?
I do not. I've only seen highlights.
Yeah, so have I.
First down and 10 from the 40. Landon Nelson. Kirchner stood up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll be pulled back. Good stand in the middle of that Buffalo defensive line. It'll be little to no gain on the play.
Harrison Peterson, a 9th grader with the tackle there. A freshman, Peterson, big kid, 260.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. This Buffalo team, as Coach Avella said, he's got some big guys. Nelson, and he's going to be sacked. He was flushed and then pushed up in the pocket, and the sack will be Trenton Radloff, the junior linebacker, coming in, filling the hole, feeling the pressure was Nelson. He stepped right into that sack. He had nowhere to go. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Radloff. Good anticipation of where Nelson was going to be. He's kind of, I think, been designated the spy of Nelson with his rushing ability.
3rd and 12. Nelson goes deep and double coverage, and somehow it's caught. Inside the 30, inside the 25-yard line.
That's Teddy Heller.
Teddy Heller. He was the one who looked back for the ball. The defensive backs didn't look for the ball. You'll see it here on the replay. They looked back. It was too late, though.
That gain of 38.
Heller, the top receiver on this Andover team, his 21st reception right there, and they convert on 3rd down and 12 on the deep bomb and the strong arm by Landon Nelson.
Yeah, what a great pass. He had him, and Heller, outstanding job of just adjusting. And surprised the flag didn't come out on that.
Heller, Johnson, Robertson, Masungu, good group of receivers here. Landon Nelson looks right. He'll throw here. Wide receiver screen. Masungu, and he breaks into the secondary. He's to the 10, near side. Race for the pylon. Touchdown. Masungu run after the catch, 24 yards. And it's 2 touchdowns on the board. Great start for Andover.
And that was a simple bubble screen going out to Masungu, and Masungu did the work. He was able to do a little tap dance around a couple of, turn on the jets, able to get the corner. So 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, and 59 yards. You can see right there. At that point, he looks for his blockers, able to cut in. Good job by Heller there to get in front of one of the Buffalo.
And Masungu with his 6th touchdown reception. The kick by Nelson is good. And Andover with a quick start here. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and the offense here looking sharp.
Yes, yeah, you can see, I believe that was Winters, Boynton, and Wolf down on the blocking downfield as linemen. So yeah, we're 6.5 minutes in, and 2 touchdowns.
And Masungu really showed some versatility there, ability to run away from guys, make guys miss.
Yep.
He's fun to watch after the catch.
Yeah, and especially after the way this drive started with Kirchner getting stopped, then sacked by on Nelson. But Nelson stayed calm, good leader, steps up, throws a short pocket pass to Teddy Heller to kind of just switch that momentum like immediately.
Tristan Moore, Easton Gorez, and Zach Salonik, 3 men deep. And here's the Nelson kick, line drive, caught on the drive at the 15. Salonik with a return, and he stood up, pushed back. Good coverage on special teams here by the Huskies. They'll give him some forward progress to about the 24-yard line. Sam Peterson on special teams making the tackle for Andover. And special teams been key. Field position has been a big difference here as well. Buffalo's been starting at their 20 and 25 here now for the second time. Meanwhile, Andover's been at their 40 or better.
Yeah. Yep.
Grady Guida, 58.3% completion percentage on the season. Quick pass here near side. It's going to be caught to the wide receiver. Salonik again with the catch. Quick little out, short little pickup. On first down, gain of 4.
Yeah, good coverage by Deneke. Deneke was right there, threw up his arm. But most importantly, he made the tackle. 4 yards, they'll give that up.
Salonik came in with 8 receptions. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right, second down and 6. Guida rolling against his body, backside pressure. He's going to run. He spins his way to a Buffalo first down across the 35. He makes his way to the 36-yard line, first down Buffalo.
Yeah, that was all by himself. Guida turned it upfield. It looked like there was a couple of linebackers in the backfield. He was able to navigate through them and then powered his way to a first down. Good run by Guida.
Baumhauer with the tackle. Just joining us, Huskies have scored 2 touchdowns on their opening possession. 6-yard pass to Masungo, then a 19-yard pass. Catch and run by Masungo. He did most of the work on that bubble wide receiver screen. First and 10, 36. Guida across the middle, juggling and caught. Didn't look like the receiver was going to hold on to that, but he did a nice job. Gage Elson for Buffalo with a nice catch out of the backfield. Second down and 5.
Yeah, a juggling. Great camera work right there.
And great concentration by the receiver and the running back. Gage listed as a wide receiver. Second and 5. Here's the keeper, Guida. One guy hit him, but only grazed him, and he's out to the 50. Another first down, a 10-yard pickup. We got 2 quarterbacks here who can run the ball.
Yes, they can.
Both Nelson and now Guida showing off their ability to diversify themselves here within the offense, and Buffalo's out to the 50.
Well, it started with a great fake. The linebacker pressed in, and that was Larson pressed in, and Guida had plenty of room to go out there, stopped by Nelson. If he wasn't stopped, that would have been a touchdown.
Guida came in as their leading rusher, 141 yards, 3.7 a carry. Here he takes it and goes right up the middle. One of the simplest play in all of football, and now a flag's going to come down here. It was a gain of 5, but we'll check out the flag. It was late.
I believe it's going to be on IFA. It will be number 5.
If it is indeed against Andover and IFA, that would give Buffalo a first down here. Trying to answer this Andover charge to start this game. 2 touchdowns in the first 2 possessions.
Dead ball. Personal foul on both players, offense and defense. That play and that penalty will offset.
So offsetting personal foul penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct. Might have just been going back and forth with each other.
I believe that was Kosek. And
I thought the far side officials signaled like face masks, so they might both have been grabbing each other's face mask. Here's Guida back to pass, sack. Back into the backfield. That'll pull the Buffalo offense backwards. And on the sack, Hunter Besky. No, excuse me. We have 2 54s. That's Blake Hellickson, right?
Blake Hellickson, yep. And the senior. He's got 7 tackles for losses, now 8.
Good pressure up the middle, and again, Guida had nowhere to go. 3rd down and 8 after that loss of 3. They'll go on the ground, and Moore tries to turn the corner. He has nowhere to go. Tristan Moore got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it. 4th down and 8.
Yeah, great tackle by the linebacker, Mason Eckes. Talking to the coaches, they really felt good about Eckes' ability to tackle on the run. So run situations, you'll see him. 4th down right now.
4th and 8 from the 48.5-yard line. Guida and the Buffalo offense here down by 2 scores are going to go for it at midfield. Guided a pass. He's looking to his left. He has good protection. Throws it across the middle, and that was going to be picked off. So Hudson Maynard was going to pick it off, and Garrett Nelson knocked it down, right? Did I get that right? That order right? Let's take a look at the replay here.
I think it was Ben Kopetsky that was right there, number 3.
3 was, 3. Ben Kopetsky was going to be the guy who's going to pick it off. And then Michael Robertson is the one who came across and knocked it down, which is what you're supposed to do anyway.
Yep.
And actually, that was a good play, because if he intercepts that, it probably costs him 20, 25 yards. Instead, they get it at mid-play. That might be the smartest play that I've seen a defensive back make in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Another good field position for the Huskies.
Yeah, they have started between their 40 and 50 each of their possessions. Here's a quick swing pass. It's caught. And good catch and good run after the catch by Heller. And that's going to be a gain of 10 and a 1st down play on 1st down.
Well, I tell you what, this is a high octane. Now, Demario Davenport's coming in for Kitchener. We'll see. He's been electric. And, he's averaging 11.6 per rush. 11 carries, 128 yards. We'll see if he gets it here.
Quick pass again. They try here in the near side again. Just those quick little screens, swing passes to their wide receivers, and it works again. Ashton Larson this time. No, check that. That's Davenport. And a good 1st down pickup. Gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
And that was tailor-made for Davenport.
Davenport, a dangerous return man, but he can contribute on offense as well. Nelson looks to fade it near side. It is caught. Is it out of bounds? It is caught. It's complete and a great catch. Michael Robertson down the near sideline, and the Huskies are in business again. It's 1st and goal, and a beautifully placed ball by Landon Nelson. I don't think he was in bounds. Andover may have gotten a break there.
Yeah, it looks like he got his foot in. Yes. Robertson, outstanding catch.
Quick pass over to Masungu. It's up to him to make it to the end zone. He's going to be wrapped up at about the 9-yard line. Easton Gore is on the cover. Just take a look at it again. Only need to get 1 foot in. Gosh, it looks like that left foot was, it looks like there was green in between the foot and the line.
Yep, great catch.
The original angle looked like he was out of bounds, but that might have been the shadow of his foot that was on the line. And now 2nd down and goal, and we have a flag down.
Dead ball, encroachment, number 93, defense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It should be half the distance to the goal. So
our referee doing a nice job on the delay. If you've ever done any announcing with a microphone and a PA where there's a delay, it can be very challenging. And he's doing a good job. 2nd and goal. Towards the end zone. Touchdown. Another one here for Andover. They're back into the end zone. Landon Nelson this time calls his own number. Goes to his buddy Masungu, says, hey, you've scored 2 already. I think I want 1. And it's a 3-touchdown 1st quarter here with under a minute left to go for the Huskies.
Well, Nelson, they went away from the run other than 1 run in the last 5 or 6 plays, which it's resulted in 2 touchdowns. They went away from the run. Now they go back. Nelson puts it underneath his arm and carries it in from 4 yards out.
Nelson to kick. Up and good. The holder, by the way, here for Andover is Luke Deneke, so he lays it down nicely. Nelson's kick up, 3 for 3 tonight, and 21-0 Andover.
Yeah, Nelson, good job by The offensive line, you see number 75, Pelkey out there, the junior, paving the way, and he was able to get past one of their top linebacker. That's Osterbauer. So 47 seconds left in the first quarter. I don't think it could have gone any better for the Huskies.
Andover has played well in the first quarter. They have outscored their opponents 42-21. In fact, the first half has been their half. They have scored 100 points in the first half entering tonight. 42 in the first quarter, 58 in the second quarter, and they've outscored their opponents in the first half 100-47. So they've been a first half team. Second half has been different. They've been outscored 75-51. Buffalo needs to get something going. And the return man, that's Moore. Oh, he breaks a tackle. He spun out of it, 20-25. Andover recovers. But the starting field position will be across the 25 to the 26 here. See a little spinorama. Actually, the Andover defender tried to rip the ball out, Ben Peterson. And Moore took advantage of that to get some extra yardage on the return.
Yeah, nice job by Moore to just hold on to that ball and keep his balance. Better starting, at least they're past the 25. Not much past, but they're at the 28.
38 seconds left in the first quarter. Dominated here by Andover. Buffalo's had a couple of first downs. They made their way into the Andover territory last possession, but then it stalled. First and 10. This is a double pass. They give it to Moore, and it's caught here near side. They copied Andover, and John Schmidt with a catch out across the 50 and into Andover territory to the 47-yard line.
A gain of 31. What a nice pass. Kopetsky just kind of froze there. Didn't know if he was going to run or not. And a great job by Schmidt to be able to get in position with Deneke right on his heels.
Little razzle-dazzle. They did it to the exact same side of the field, right side of the formation, just like Andover did on their first play of the game from scrimmage back here in the first quarter. First down and 10. It's Gaida, maybe a yard off a left tackle on his keeper to the 46-yard line, and that's going to be our last play of the first quarter. Andover homecoming here tonight, and the big homecoming crowd enjoying what they have seen so far. Their home team has put up 3 scores and 21 points as the Huskies lead the Bison after 1 on QCTV Sports.
He shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Got the marching band out here. I assume they will be performing at halftime. 21-0 Huskies. First quarter highlights for you. 3 touchdowns. Here's that first play. Lateral to Pemberton and then Masungu, who just couldn't keep. I think the turf monster got him there because otherwise he might have scored.
Yeah, and that where you can see defensive back just got turned around. Masungu with a nice catch. And then here's Masungu. This is all on his own. He's able to turn and just get score on a 25-yard touchdown.
Buffalo swing pass out to John Schmidt. And he gets some yardage on the run after the catch. Bring up 3rd down and 6, gain of 3.
There's been some spurts of really good offensive play by the Bison. They just haven't been able to keep it rolling. The Andover defense are able to get that tie up 3 consecutive nice defensive plays to keep them punting.
Yeah, we mentioned Buffalo with 7 starters out with injury, 7 guys that would be starting tonight out with injury. Some of them were injured early in the season. Here's a nice catch on the run by Gaida, and he throws it down the field, and Gage Olson makes the catch. And the biggest play of the game here for Buffalo, they're down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, on the run throws a dime right to Alston. That's his second catch. He's hit, or his third catch so far. He's got 39 yards of offense.
28-yard pickup. First down and 10.
Alston came in with over 20 yards per reception and 2 touchdowns.
Buffalo, they're almost in must-score position here. Down 21-0. They don't want to let this game get any further out of hand. Gaida, man in motion. They'll go jet sweep to big number 9, and he's going to be wrapped up quickly. Zach Salonik, big guy wearing number 9, but could not get to the corner on that short side of the field. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 6'2" on a jet sweep, and it was just strung out. The Huskies did a great job of just, I think they call it gap discipline, where they were able to just contain it and turn him outside.
Yeah, the key play, obviously, another term is stay home.
Yes, yes.
Don't bite for the fake. Stay home. And that's exactly what the Huskies did defensively. They lost a couple there, 2nd down and 12. It's Gaida, and again, he wants to go to Salonik, and that's off his fingertips. Might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage, incomplete.
Yeah, that was Blake Helgeson. Again, he's had an unbelievable first half part of this game. In the backfield for a couple tackle for loss. That one's deflected. 3rd down.
Andover defense trying to hold. Buffalo trying to get on the board. Their kicker, by the way, C.J. Fogelquist for Buffalo, 1 for 1 on field goals here this season. That was in the 30 to 39 range. 3rd down, 12. Gaida, good protection, steps up, throws, catches down inside the 10. Shy of the first down, though. Shy of the first down with John Schmidt making that catch.
Yeah, Schmidt was there, and that's honestly okay. It's great. They're going to use 4 downs anyway right now. And it's a much better 4th down at 4th down and 3 than 4th down and 12. So great pitch and catch by Gaida to Schmidt.
They put him down at the 8-yard line. Needs to get to the 5. It's 4th and 3 for Buffalo. Looking for their first score of the game. Gaida. Shotgun to throw. Swings it around to Moore. He's got room and a race to the corner. Touchdown. The Bison convert on 4th down. 8-yard pass, catch, and run. And they're on the board.
Well, 78-yard touchdown drive. Moore just kind of hid right behind and then slips out. No one covered him, and he did the rest. Isverson dives to try to, keep him out of the end zone, but Moore, speedy back, was able to score his 3rd touchdown of the season.
Extra point attempt for Buffalo. C.J. Fogelquist, their point after in place kicker. He's 6 for 6 on point afters here this season. Gaida, the quarterback, is the holder. Snap, hold, kick is firm and good. Firm and accurate. 21-7.
Firm and accurate. That's a description I haven't heard previously, but I will use. I'm going to put that in my repertoire from here on out.
It's good to mix up your vocabulary every now and then. We're going to look in on the Centennial Wayzata game at Centennial. North Metro TV.
Wayzata up 14.
I haven't checked the rankings. Wayzata must be up there in the rankings, are they not?
They had a tough loss to Champlin Park earlier in the year. That was first win for Champlin Park since 2020.
I bet you at some point in time during the broadcast we'll probably take a look at the rankings. It might update me on the rankings, see where we're at. I didn't get a chance to look at them.
For at least 5A. I don't know if we'll go into 6A or not, but Centennial, another good team this year.
I think if we asked the truck, I think they would put up the 6A rankings too.
We might.
They have that ability.
They do.
It's the magic of television, Jim.
There's some talent down there.
Well, they make us look good.
Yeah,
so
that's difficult.
Talent right there.
No kidding.
So Buffalo getting exactly what they needed, an answer touchdown to get on the board, 21-7. Buffalo this season, mentioned both of these teams 2-2. Wins over Monticello and Delano. Losses to Coon Rapids 28-14 and Elk River 43-7. On average, Buffalo scoring 17.8 points a game. Little squib kick. It's going to be offsides on the kicking team here. Buffalo giving up on average just under 30 points a game at 29.3. There's the Metro top 10. That's the combined of all the classes in the Metro team, Metro area.
Maple Grove, big win last night.
Wyzetta's not even in there.
Ball. Encroachment.
So Prior Lake, Rosemont, Stillwater, good season.
Penalty.
I don't pay a lot of attention to the rankings. It matters what's at the end of the season, Jim.
Yep.
And that's what coaches will tell you, too. So I'm on the side of the coaches' rankings. I just don't look at them that closely.
Well, that's good.
That's my excuse. It's how the rankings are at the end of the season that counts.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Fogelquist will kick it again, then they'll squib it again. This time it's picked up cleanly by Teddy Heller. And outstanding field position. The strategy on that short kick is it certainly wasn't an onside. I don't know if they're trying to kick it hard and maybe force a fumble or a loose ball, or they just don't want to kick it to the deep men for Andover because they've been they did a good job on that first kick. This is the second kick of the game by Buffalo.
Yeah, I think there was just a lack of execution on that. It was a.
You think that was an onside kick attempt?
No, I think they wanted to go a squib down there and
just didn't get it far enough.
Just didn't get it far enough. Yeah,
couldn't get it past Heller. He's like a goalie. First down and 10, 45-yard line, best starting field position here for Andover. Nelson play fakes to Kirchner, and he's got a nice hole in the left side, a nice pickup on first down. He'll gain 6. Big number 69 for Buffalo in on that tackle. One of their big guys, 6'4", 270, Carter Walker. Carter Walker is a commit to Minnesota State Mankato.
God, a Minnesota Viking went there one time.
The kid from Detroit Lakes?
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Second down and 4, like a walk-on.
Yeah.
He didn't get a
scholarship.
No scholarship.
Yeah.
Basically, the only thing he got was book money.
Ball start offense, number 19, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
False start here on Andover. That'll push him back and bring up a second down and 9.
Yeah, right on the tight end on the left side, just jumped.
Big defensive stand or defensive possession and series here for Buffalo, having just scored a touchdown. They want to keep Andover off the ball, and then that is going to be offsides this time on the aforementioned Walker. So, little tit for tat.
Encroachment, number 69, defense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Walker a little over rambunctious there, so they give 5, they take 5, and you hate to see that in the offensive line, but a lot of time the offensive lineman doesn't quite have the balance, and taking a tumble there was Luke Wolf, who's a big boy in his own. Little zigzag. Heller's got it with some room and blockers. First down and more. 30, 25, 20. Inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Nice pickup by Heller. Nicely designed play, too.
29-yard pickup.
So Heller has been all over the place. This one, a pitch, looked like an option, read like an option. And the option went to Heller, who turned it up. He's been sensational today.
Nice misdirection because Nelson and the running back Kirchner all came to the near side, and Heller went the other way. Now here's a swing pass inside the 10, down to the 5, fighting his way for extra yardage. Davenport, and it's first and goal Andover, and the offense continues to click.
Yeah, this one quick. And this is such rapid fire. You don't have time as a defense to get set. And Davenport, again, muscling his way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, at this fast pace, Andover offense. Buffalo having trouble with it. Nelson, first and goal to Masungu. Caught. Touchdown. His 3rd of the game.
So, you know, the Andover does have a punter. We have not seen him yet tonight. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. And Nelson, 3 touchdowns, all to Masungu. And he's got 1 on the ground. What a great catch. Look at that. Tiptoe, and was able to just get his feet in. That is pure athleticism.
Yeah, great balance, too. I mean, just to be able to get 1 foot in with that pass over his head to catch and concentrate. The Nelson extra point.
Wonder if we can see that. Yeah, I wonder if we can see it again. I think he might have got 2 feet in.
For good measure.
Yes, yes. Well, that's
not just a foot, that's a toe.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his big toe. That's a thing of beauty.
That really was. That's this offense changes a lot with him in there, obviously. And it makes the other people, it makes Teddy Heller more, more explosive.
Yeah.
It makes Davenport more explosive. The weapons are loaded at that point. So good answer by the Huskies.
Last week, the Huskies lost at St. Francis. St. Francis off to a nice start. They are a defensive-minded team in the North Central Blue or in the North Central Black District tonight with these two teams. That was a 20-18 St. Francis win. Andover was up 18-14 at the half, and St. Francis scored the only touchdown and only points of that second half. Landon Nelson just 8 of 14 for 48 yards. The conditions weren't conducive to a lot of passing last week.
Yeah, it's a tough field when it's dry there, but
here's a kick taken on the short hop by the return man. Easton Goras this time back deep. Out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Again, less than enviable starting field position. Great special teams here by Andover. Not only are they getting the kick deep, they're getting great coverage and basically pinning Buffalo back inside their 20-yard line again.
Yeah. Huskies starting position 43 for the Huskies, 38-48, and then the 45 of the Bison. And with the exception of the last drive, well, actually, 28 has been the best starting position so far for the Bison.
Blake Berg made the tackle on special teams from the 17, 1st and 10. Guida out on the flat, caught out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. Andover's tackle made there by Deneke.
Kosick, the leading receiver coming in, he's able to do kind of a little button hook route.
Gains 5, 2nd and 5. Kosick split wide here to the left bottom of your screen. 4 receivers here for Guida. The pass, swings it out. That ball's going to be caught. And it's out near the 30, and that's going to be enough for a first down on the completion to Gage Olson. 1st and 10 Buffalo. IFA with the tackle.
Olson came in with only 7 passes received. Now he's got 4 on the night, so this could be a career night.
Well, here's Buffalo again on the offensive side, needing to answer. They just haven't been able to stop Andover defensively yet. 1st down and 10 from the 30. Quarterback Guida getting that second part of the call from his sideline. Both teams here with third-year head coaches. It's Guida. Pressure, and he's going to go down. And the big sack right up the middle. Green was there, and also there was Tremaine Davis. Tremendous pressure. Green came kind of from the outside, and then Davis came right up the middle.
Yeah, I think that was Alexson that was able to get the sack. He's been all over the place. That's his 3rd tackle for loss tonight.
I thought it was 97, but no, you're right.
It's 54, yeah.
How does 54 look like 97 from up here?
Sideline interference, offense.
Sideline interference. So Buffalo now gets a sideline warning.
Okay.
We're 1 for 1 on that, each team. 1 for 1 in that department. Big loss on that sack all the way back to the 21-yard line. 4 wide receivers here for the Buffalo Bison. Guy to the throw. Steps up, far side, ball caught, hit right at the line of scrimmage. Going nowhere because Deneke was right on top of the receiver.
Brady Richard reaches out, and Deneke just absolutely plants him in there. Gain of 4.
Basically, Deneke let him catch it,
yeah,
and then he hit him. Brody Wishart had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 16.
He sized him up and then tattooed him.
Far hash mark, 3 wide receivers, bottom of your screen. 3rd and 16. Neither team has punted yet. Guida, pressured, wrapped up, and sacked. Tyler Whitman. Big loss again, and the defense for Andover matching the excitement of the offense here, and they stop Buffalo, and we'll see that first punt of the night.
Yeah, good. That was a good preamble to get a punt. Tyler Whitman. The 4th and half a mile. 4th and 23.
Not quite yet a half a mile. It's a country mile.
Country mile. Okay.
Which is not quite a mile, which is a little more than a kilometer. 4th down and 23. The punt, good pressure. It is up in the air. C.J. Fogelquist doing the punting. And the return man, Davenport. They bottled him up pretty good. Davenport has a pretty good average for punt returns, 27.7 per return on punts with a touchdown. They hold him here to about 6 yards, and he gets it to the 50. And again, great starting field position for the Andover Huskies.
Yeah, this is the 5th drive so far of the Huskies. Worst field position was the 38.
That's a good way to start. I mean, I know Do-Re-Mi tells you start at the beginning with Doe, and for Andover, they're starting with good field position all night long. And on 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line, the Kirchner run, he gains 5. Kirchner came in 275 yards rushing, 4.5 a crack with 3 touchdowns. He hasn't touched the ball much here tonight.
No, he's got 3 carries for 10 yards.
2nd down and 5. 3 receivers on the left side. Davenport in motion. Nelson looks that way. Instead, he goes deep. Far side on the money. And another catch, a diving catch on that far side of the field. What a catch by Michael Robertson.
Robertson, 2nd catch. He had a nice catch earlier, but that's just they're making a show of this right now. Some unbelievable receptions.
Yeah, Buffalo not getting any pressure really on Landon Nelson. And when you don't have any pressure and you're a good quarterback with a good arm, you can pick them apart from the backfield. 1st down and 10. Across the middle to Masungu, and there's going to be defensive pass interference. Looked like the right arm of the defensive back was wrapped around Masungu. We'll get the call here.
Yeah, that's Easton Gore. That was the safety that came over to help.
That was a 39-yard pickup on that pass play, by the way.
Pass interference, defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty, which will be half the distance to the goal. 1st down. Nope, excuse me, 2nd down.
Easton Gorez.
Still 1st down.
Easton Gorez called
Still
for
first
that
down.
Off a defensive pass interference where he had his arm wrapped around the backside of Masungu. That's the only way you can stop Masungu, apparently.
Yeah, well, give up a touchdown or give them another try from the 6.
1st down, automatic off of that penalty. 1st and goal. Masungu and number 1 versus number 1. He'll get wrapped up. Easton Gorez, and now we're going to get another flag and a face mask on the tackle.
Yeah, Gorez completely gored him. I mean, that was a serious tackle.
That's a rather graphic term, Jim.
Play on words.
I told you, mix up the vocabulary. Good job.
Personal foul, face mask, number 1, offense.
Offense.
15-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
So they got it on Masungu trying to straight arm him. Let's take a look right there. And
he pulled it.
Just kept it there. And, you know, sometimes they'll allow a hand to the face for a short period of time as long as you move it out of there. I'm not sure whether he actually grabbed the face mask or not, but it was firmly planted right on the face mask. Bring up 1st down. And 16. Still 1st and goal. So actually it's 1st and goal from the 23 to the end zone for Masungu. Incomplete. So I don't think it's 1st and 10. They still have the 1st down markers there, but it was 1st and I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what if it's 2nd and goal, because I think on that isn't on defensive pass interference. Wouldn't you get automatic first
it's
down
an
on
automatic
that? So it was
first down,
first
yeah.
and goal.
From, I think they were about at the 6, weren't
Yeah.
they? So
I'm assuming it's second and goal, but or it could be second and 16. They may not have given them a first down, first and goal, because it was half the distance of the goal, and the yardage didn't give them the first down because it was half the distance. There's a pass off of Weller's fingertips and incomplete. Because it was a pass interference, 15-yard penalty, half the distance of the goal, that wasn't enough yardage to get him a first down. But unless there's a different rule in high school, I thought that would be an automatic first down. I may be wrong.
Yep, it should be. And I don't think they were at the 12 either. So it would.
Yeah.
So interesting. But this is a big third down right here. This is.
3rd and 16 officially here, according to the markers on the field and according to the scoreboard. Nelson to pass here on 3rd down. Again, all the time in the world, and he puts it on the money to Masungu. Touchdown. What a night for Sam Masungu. His 4th score of the night.
Well, that was impressive. And what time? I mean, Landon Nelson had an eternity back there. Nobody even close to him. Waited for him to clear the safety. Gorez was right there, and he threw him open. Just a great pass. And Masungu's got just unbelievable hands. He's giving a clinic right now on how to be a wide receiver.
Nelson's been perfect here tonight. 4 for 4, trying to go 7 for 7. And another firm kick through and good. 35-7 Andover.
I was talking with a couple of Andover coaches earlier, and they'd mentioned the fact that it's this year's been a lot more of a challenge as a coach because you've had some closer games. In-game coaching has been intense through the whole game. Last year they had quite a few blowouts. I think they're going back to where they were last year.
Yeah, of course, the Huskies last year, 10-1 season, Section 7 champs. Went back to the state tournament for the 6th time, and then lost to Rogers in a heartbreaker in the state quarterfinals, 21-20.
And it was Rogers. Weather was horrible, but Rogers came out and were able to figure out a way to make the weather work.
Where was that game? Obviously,
it was at Osseo.
Osseo, obviously, state quarterfinals. It's a neutral site.
Yeah, they had switched it from St. Cloud because of the weather and the travel.
Landon Nelson kicking off here. Huskies up 35-7. And again, wonderful coverage on special teams here for Andover. Nowhere for Easton Gore as a return man to go, and he's dumped at the 20.
Yeah, so Peterson this time makes the tackle. I'm sure he got back and they said, don't worry about the ball, just make the tackle. And good tackle. He's been down on coverage every single time.
1st and 10. 20-yard line for the Bison here, homecoming. Be a fun halftime, I'm sure, here for the Bison. Guida slings it out here near side. The catch and the immediate tackle. Gage Olsen there with the catch. 2nd down coming up. Gain of 6.
Olsen open.
AFE with the tackle.
Guida feels comfortable going to him.
Buffalo at this point down 35-7. They just have to feel a little bit in shock. Guida steps up, throws. Good pressure that time. May have thrown it earlier than he wanted to. And the intended receiver, Salonik, incomplete.
Yeah, I think Israelson was in there. Another solid tackling linebacker. So 3rd down.
2:44 left. Buffalo doesn't want to give this ball right back to Andover. They want to run the clock here. They do get the ball to start the second half.
They're going to have to hurry up.
7-6 on the play clock here. 4. Didn't get it off in time.
Nope.
Delay a game.
See if they call the timeout.
I did not see a timeout awarded. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts
Dead
remaining.
ball, delay a game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That might have been a good time to use one.
3rd down and 9. Last year, Buffalo 3-7, but they had a nice little run in the playoffs. They upset Spring Lake Park 14-9 in the section quarters and lost to Park Center barely in the semis 28-20. Their head coach Craig Lockowitzer in his 3rd season took over for former Viking Todd Bauman, who stepped down so you watch his son Aiden play college ball. Gaida to pass on 3rd down across the middle. It is going to be caught. A little bit of a wrestling match between the defensive back and the receiver, but Gage Elson, who has been a favorite target here for Gaida, makes the catch and a 1st down out to the 40.
Yeah, what a great pass by Alston.
Actually,
or by
30,
Gaida, yeah.
39 is where they'll put it down, a 17-yard gain.
Alston has been outstanding tonight. He's been all over the place.
Gaida on 1st down. Toss, and now a throw by Moore, and he's wide open, and he overthrew him. Razzle-dazzle here by Buffalo. Everything worked. The intended receiver, Brody Wishart, but it was 5 yards overthrown, incomplete. Good
right
call.
Here. Yeah, it was a great call. It was the defense sold out on that. Totally forgot about Wishart.
2nd and 10. Both teams spread, both teams shotgun. Moore's the lone back there. Gaida sidearm slings it, and there's Gage Olson again, who has been very active tonight. Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 4.
I've got him at 7 receptions right now, which ties his season mark of 7.
Nolan Israelson making the tackle, the linebacker here for Andover. 3rd down. 3rd and 4 for Gaida. Far side incomplete, out of the reach of the intended receiver.
Heavy pressure again. That was
looked like it was Brody Wishart, the intended receiver, and Israelson, as you mentioned on the coverage. 4th down.
Well, you see the homecoming crowd dressed as Huskies today.
If they're, I would expect to see more fur if they were dressed as Huskies. A little warm for fur, or probably fake fur.
You never know. Harley, I think Harley is in the house. There he is over.
Oh yeah, there he is. There's Harley.
Plenty of fur there. Number 91.
Does that signify the first year of Andover High School? What's 91? Take a look at the North Central Black District.
Elk River doing well so far, 4-0. You see a whole glut at 2 wins, including Coon Rapids, a 6A school.
Yeah, Andover didn't become a high school until the 2000s.
2003,
right,
2003, yep.
Champlain Park was in the 90s.
Yep. I think that's just maybe a favorite number. Who knows?
Could be.
Yep.
Maybe commemorating the Twins' 91 World Series.
Could be.
He very well could be a big Twins fan.
Yep. Maybe the age of my grandmother.
Could be the last World Series we see in a long time for the hometown 9. 4th and 4, going for it. Gaida, quarterback for Buffalo. Looking, now he's going to scramble. He sees an opening, and he's going to get a 1st down. He'll slide into Andover territory to the 49-yard line, pickup of 6. And a 4th down conversion for Buffalo.
Well, that was a smart move by Gaida. Gaida let everything clear. The offensive line did a terrific job of keeping him clean, and he just pulled it down and ran, knew he could get the 6 yards.
Caden Weichel, 280-pound defensive lineman, checks in. 1st and 10. Minute 20 left. Buffalo still has all 3 of their timeouts. Pass to the far sideline. Battle for it up in the air. And I think, nope, ball came loose, incomplete. There was a battle for it. It was a jump ball, as we say. Kosek, the intended receiver. You see Masungu on there on coverage. Close to coming down with it, but it did hit the turf.
Masungu doing a little double duty. So far, the only ball carrier has been Gaida.
Yeah. And he'll throw it out on the flat and dropped. I don't think he ever caught it. It'll be an incomplete pass.
They're calling a catch. They dropped the beanbag.
So a fumble and a recovery. There's the catch. Did he make a football move? Close. Buffalo came on top of it anyway, and they'll call a timeout. Got to make a football move in that, Jim, and I guess that was enough to be a football move. I think at the higher level they call that incomplete.
They have the ability to use a little replay too. So,
of course, 3rd down and 10 here after the Buffalo timeout. They'll still have 2 left to go. The other games tonight in the North Central Black. Rogers is at Elk River. Coon Rapids is off tonight because they played in 0 week. They played in August.
I think
so they get a bye. I think you're right. The North Central Blue Division has Sauk Rapids at Bemidji, St. Francis at Chisago Lakes. Again, the Saints are undefeated 4-0. Cambridge Isani is at Monticello.
Was ruled an incomplete pass.
So there's no timeout. Start to Buffalo.
Okay, well, there you go.
See, good call, Jim.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, quick.
Little did you know, I'm also the replay official.
You did a great job.
They
you
came up
buzzed,
to me.
You buzzed them.
3rd down and 10. Gaida, sidearm toss. It's Elson again. To the 40-yard line, gain of 9. 4th and 1.
And he has been all over the place. Good coverage by Nelson. Garrett Nelson was right there, the senior.
4th and a yard from the 40-yard line for Gaida. Buffalo trying a late push here. Post pattern incomplete. Flag down on the near sideline.
I think it's a defensive hold on AFA.
Wishart, the intended receiver, who was running the post. Andover had good coverage.
We saw a quick break in. We'll listen to the penalty here.
Illegal formation. Offense. 5 men in the backfield. That penalty is declined. 1st down, Andover.
So because it was 4th and 1, that'll turn the ball over on downs. He said too many men in the backfield. Somebody wasn't up on the line when they should have been. And Andover will get it here, 38.2 seconds with a 35-7 lead. We'll see how the Huskies play this final 38 seconds.
You know, I was impressed with that drive by Buffalo. I was just about to say this is exactly what they needed to end the half.
A little bit of urgency there, a little bit of positivity. They will get the ball to start the second half. Andover will throw on 1st down. Quick swing pass, and it's complete and out of bounds. Tate Johnson with the catch, one of the team captains. And they're back into Buffalo territory to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by Tate Johnson to recognize the situation, get out of bounds. That's what a captain does.
That's a leadership move right there. 1st down and 10.
Defensive coordinator Weichel giving some instructions.
Landon Nelson, he throws a little sidearm. Masungu just tripped up. Otherwise, he was getting his motor running. Trenton Radloff tripped him up with a shoestring tackle. Andover will call a timeout. And it's pretty evident that Andover is looking to add to their lead here. Gain of 4 on that. 2nd and 6 up and coming after the Huskies timeout.
Yeah, nice job to contain Masungu. Just a 4-yard catch. And boy, that was, you mentioned a shoestring. I think that was like a half a shoestring.
That's why they should have shoes with Velcro, Jim.
I know, yeah.
You can't make a shoestring tackle if you have Velcro shoes. I would have thought Velcro would have taken over. Maybe it has. I don't know. We don't. Yeah. Who really looks at the other guy's shoes, really?
Yeah. We're going to go down during halftime and take a look at Masungu's shoes to see.
Right. Is it Velcro?
Is it Velcro or is it? Are you laced up?
Are you laced up? 2nd down and 6.
Veteran coach Tom DeVellis goes up to the referee and is mentioning if we're in bounds, he's going to call a timeout before the play starts. Veteran move.
Planning ahead. 2nd down and 6. Nelson trying to get it all, and it's going to be knocked away, and then a flag is going to come down as there was contact on the intended receiver, Kopetsky.
Yeah, Cooper Murphy back there, and
I want to see that replay.
Pass interference, defense, number 14, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Once a ball is deflected or tipped or knocked down, you can make contact, but that was way before it was knocked down by the defensive back for Buffalo.
Yeah, grabbed him around the neck and brought him down. Not much you can do with that.
Well, he was going to make sure he didn't catch it for a touchdown.
Yep.
Andy McDonald on the coverage. So 1st down and 10. Nelson on the 15-yard penalty out to Masungu. Nice catch to the boundary. Nice pass play. He's pushed out of bounds. Easton Gore has got a piece of him there. Close to a 1st down. Gain of close to 10. 13.8 left to go.
Masungu is so fluid, and great awareness by Nelson to know where he's at all times. Throws a sidearm rocket over to him.
2nd and 1. Nelson looks that way, and instead he swings it with that bubble screen, and it's going to be caught inside the 15 to the 12. Michael Robertson, the receiver this time. And one thing about Landon Nelson, Masungu is the breakaway guy, but he's been able to move the ball around to different receivers and spread it around as they get another 1st down there, and they call a timeout.
Yeah, 7 different receivers so far, and we'll have stats at halftime, the official stats. Unofficially right now, Masungu's got 6 catches. Robertson with 3.
Andover has had a good run of quarterbacks here. Of course, you go back to Connor Wilkie, and then Connor DeVellis, the Connors.
Yeah, and
now here's Landon Nelson, who has stepped in nicely and is tonight. Just watching him, he's playing with all kinds of confidence.
Connor Kniffley, another Connor.
That's another one. Yes.
Yeah, he was all-state, actually playing basketball at Augsburg. He's got his COVID year.
And then Sam Masungu. It's the first time I've seen Andover this year, and of course he was a great weapon, but they had other weapons last year.
Yeah.
Right. And I can tell that he's taken his game to another level this year. Just the way he is taking command and playing with confidence, and almost wanting the ball. When he gets it, he does something with it almost every time.
Oh, they're going to try field goal.
30-yarder. Nelson's the kicker. Snap, hold, kick is good. 30-yard field goal. Landon Nelson, he can do it all.
Well, that seemed like an early whistle, didn't it?
Well, they knew right away it was good. I mean, if they're watching it, it's easy to tell from that angle if it's good. 30-yard field goal here for Nelson.
No time
with
ran off the clock.
5.3 on the clock.
No time was. They're going to adjust the clock, I'm sure.
Clock operator, please reset the clock to 2 seconds.
But I think that whistle signifies when you should stop the clock. So snap, kick. So I guess they estimate about 3 seconds went off.
And like I said, I thought that was a really. I mean, I don't think it was through the uprights before they blew the whistle.
No, it was barely. It had barely been kicked.
Yep.
Nelson sets up at the 40 here with a kickoff. 38-7 here, Huskies. And it'll just be a little bounder up the middle. That'll run out the remaining time here in half number 2. What a first half here. On that return was Joey Larson for the Bison, but what a first half for homecoming. Huskies put up 38, and they lead it here at the half, 38-7 here on QCTV Sports.
number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
She's been a drum major for 3 years and is the best RBF in town. Kayla Lucic is representing the dance team. Kayla is escorted by Tina and Darren. She's been dancing for 15 years. ASL is her favorite class. Rebecca Nelson representing Cheer. Rebecca is escorted by Jamie. She's the captain of the cheer team, and she loves to share this special event with her two wizards. Chloe Palo representing girls soccer. Chloe is escorted by Alicia and Kevin. Her favorite color is pink and she loves ice cream. Fidel Bami representing boys soccer. He's represented by his brother Moses. He speaks 3 languages and has been loving soccer since he was 5 years old. Julia Babineau representing girls cross country. Julia was forced to go to her first cross country practice. Now she loves it. Her favorite food is chicken and waffles. Thomas Moody representing boys cross country. Thomas says, "I'm fast." I also have a twin sister, and their birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, guys. Adeline Farber representing girls tennis. Addie's escorted by Becky and Jason. Her favorite movie is Napoleon Dynamite. She dropped her phone down a sewer and hit a deer all in the same week. Avery Bolus representing volleyball. Avery is escorted by Wendy and Cassie. Avery's best friend is a dog named Hank. She is scuba certified. She also accomplished her 1,000th career kill in volleyball just last night. Lily Frischman representing swim and dive. Lily is escorted by Natasha and Chris. She's climbed to the summit of a mountain. Her favorite food is popcorn. Jake Bloom representing theater. Jake is escorted by Deb and David. He shows mamas at the swim fair and is the captain of the swim team. Eleanor Ferdine representing the Leos. Eleanor shares a birthday with Elon Musk, and there are often rockets going off on her birthday. She's a self-taught pianist from YouTube. Carissa Smith representing National Honor Society. Carissa is escorted by Carrie. She was born on Friday the 13th. She is obsessed with sharks. Ladies and gentlemen, your Homecoming Royalty 2022. Mother Earth, in all her beauty, invites humans into her realm. Humans eager for industrialization try taking over and consequently start to destroy her. What will Mother Earth do? Will she sit by and watch it happen? Or will she take things into her own hands? Find out as the Marching Huskies proudly present their show for the 2022 season, Because of Us. Drum majors Natalie Matson and Ryan Mickleborough. Is your band ready? The field is yours. dancing with my dogs. Let's give it up for the pack.
Young Money. Ayo, Ferg.
Yeah. Ride with the mob. Hamdulillah. Check you and me. And do your job. Ferg is the name. Ben Baller did the chain. Torn on for the watch. Prezi plain Jane.
Toe-to-toe, it's cute.
Hey, we're back here. Great homecoming activities, and I'm with KDWB's E. White. E. White is doing a live remote here. He came out here. He's been doing this for the high school season, and you chose Andover this time.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you've seen so far with the Andover game day experience.
I mean, we heard that Andover comes correct when it comes to game day, and they have proven that thoroughly. I mean, the energy was absolutely incredible, even from the start of the game, even before the game. Like, people are just barreling down, just like trying to get the seat and everything and get their spot in the line. So, I mean, obviously the energy is incredible. I would say, and like, I'm not just saying this because we're already here and it's in the presence of the Huskies, but man, the energy, I mean, like, I don't think it's close. This is the best game we've been to so far. And there's been some great teams we've seen. So, yeah, man, the energy's great.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I've been to a lot of different high school events, and the game day experience here at Andover is great. Now, you got a chance to talk to the super fans for Andover, and for those of you who don't know, Andover elects three or four super fans every year to kind of lead on themes and just to be the cheerleaders of the cheer section.
Yeah.
Impressive?
To say the least. I mean, the organization and just making sure that everything's good to go and everybody's aware of things, that's a big part about a student section, right? You can't have a great student section if you don't have some sort of organization. You have your quarterbacks out there, and so they're making sure everything's good, making sure the routes are handled. That way they can actually get some amazing energy out there in the crowd. So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, when are you on?
6 to midnight, so Monday through Friday. You can listen on KDWB. We do Friday Night Lights every Friday from 6 to 10. Next game is Wayzata, so we'll be at Wayzata next week against Maple Grove, so that'll be great.
So next year we can expect you back?
Yeah. I was going to say, to say the least. We're going to go do this in the hockey season, too. So,
good.
We'll definitely make sure the skis get plenty of time. Definitely.
And just, we one of the cheers that the Huskies have is roll skis.
Yes, roll skis.
Yes, and I got a text from E. White saying roll skis. So he is into this real quick. Where are you next week? Any idea yet?
Yeah, Wayzata. So we'll be at
Wayzata.
We'll be at Wayzata taking on Maple Grove, and then we're still figuring out something for the following week, but it's looking like it's going to be a pretty big game, pretty big rivalry that's pretty well known here in the city. So that'll be cool. So for sure.
Well, good. Not only that, you're on Channel 9 in the mornings on Fridays.
We stay busy. Yes, for sure. Fox 9, Twin Cities to do every Friday, 7:15. If you need a rundown of what to do this weekend in the cities, I mean, I try my best. I try my best to make sure you're covered.
Good. Well, we're certainly glad you could be here.
Yeah.
Not only that, I do want to bring back the fact that I was asked at the beginning of this broadcast if I was a homecoming king.
Were you?
Doesn't look like it.
No, you never know, man.
Not.
Seriously, come on.
Not. No.
Yeah.
And so Jim and I were not elected to the homecoming court. How about you?
I was on the court, yes.
Were you?
So
Okay.
I didn't get a king. I mean, there was just, I was close for sure. I made court, and that I can take to my grave, and that's amazing.
Well,
for
that's
sure.
you're one up on us as well.
I'm sorry,
so.
I feel bad. Seriously, Jim's right here. He's like, come on, man. Like, bro, what are we doing?
Well, good. Now we need some good vibes going into the second half right now. Score is 35-7. Huskies are 38-7. Huskies are really dominating this. Any idea final score?
I mean, you know what? Like, just keep it rolling. Why not a couple more? Maybe 2-3 more scores. Why not? Get it into the 50s. Make it a little impressive. Either way, they look great out there. Seriously, defense looks fantastic. Yeah.
Good. Well, hey, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
Again, he's going to be here through the rest of the game if you want to come out. But more importantly, hats off to our section, our student section, for just a great job representing tonight. So great. And once again, E, thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, roll skis.
38-7, your halftime score. Jim Erickson and Jim Childs back here. Andover High School. Big first half. 38 points. It was 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Buffalo got on board. Their only score of the half right there. But then 3 unanswered to end the half with 2 touchdowns and a field goal. What a catch. Keeping 1 foot, 1 toe in. All you need is 1 toe. And Masungu did just that. Oh, here's Masungu again.
Great.
4 touchdowns in that first half for Masungu.
Yeah, it really an incredible night so far. 8 catches, 94 yards for Masungu. And we'll see if Buffalo can start by with a good drive here in the beginning of the second half.
Landon Nelson goes deep and a little razzle-dazzle. They'll hand it off. Salonik, and he goes nowhere. Gosh, the coverage by the Huskies tonight. I mean, they have just run through any blocks, and they have stayed in their lanes. And the average return on these kickoffs for Buffalo has to be less than 10 yards.
Absolutely.
You take a look at the stats.
Yeah, stats right now. As the rushing yards for the big difference as really 85-16. Passing yards barely in the Huskies' favor, but the 5 touchdowns, total yards over 100. Pass completions pretty close. Buffalo's had a lot longer field to work with.
Another situation here where their starting field position is inside their 20-yard line. They run right up the gut. One of the few gives to their running back that has been right up the gut. Number 0, Tristan Moore. Gain of 6, maybe 7. It'll be second down and short.
That's his first carry.
We have not had a turnover in this game either.
Nope.
2nd and 3, gain of 7. Tremaine Davis. Here's my chance to say Tremaine Davis's number, number 97. This one is going to be broken up in the backfield. Another name we've called a lot here tonight, Blake Hallickson. He blew that one up. Loss on the play. It'll be third down.
I think we have a new quarterback in there. I think we've got...
well, their backup is Kyle Kelvey, number 4.
And he's in. Kyle Kelvey is in.
I don't think it's an injury situation. It didn't look like that Guide had anything wrong with him at the end of the first half. Just change up here. Kyle Kelvey, 5'8", 180 pounds. He is a junior. He has thrown 19 passes coming in, 6 of 19 for 105 yards. Throws one here towards the marker. It's caught by Kosick. And I think he's got enough for a first down. Let's see where they put the mark down. As the first pass of the game by the new quarterback, Kelvey, is right on the mark, but it is going to be short by about a yard where he went out of bounds.
Now this is a big go right now, deep in your own territory. So
Kelvey,
4th down, yeah.
Kelvey rushing, not as much success rushing the ball in the games that he's seen. He's played in 2 games. This is his 3rd appearance. 5 attempts for -3 yards rushing. 4th down. Man in motion, and that was a direct snap back to the running back. And they're going to whistle it down. It's going to be Andover ball anyway because it's 4th down. It's a Wildcat situation with Tristan Moore. They put him back there with a straight snap back to him, and it just did not work out. And the Huskies have great starting field position at the Buffalo 22.
Yeah, tough break as Moore looked like he looked up at where he was going to go before he received the ball. And first turnover so far, which is what you would think is a good sign for Buffalo after 3 second quarter turnovers last week.
Yeah, technically a turnover because it was recovered by Andover. First down and 10. Nelson, snap, fakes to Heller towards the end zone, incomplete. Wanted to find Robertson, but he had a defensive back on him. Good coverage, second down.
Yeah, nice job. The safety kind of slipped over as Robertson cut in.
Landon Nelson, 4 touchdown passes tonight. That gives him 13 compared to just 2 interceptions. And he finds Masungu here, and he will weave his way into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, a 23-yard touchdown scamper again.
23 yards. Nelson to Masungu, 5 touchdowns. I hope you had Sam Masungu on your fantasy lineup here this week because he's racking them up.
Absolutely. And really great call. Nobody around. And Masungu in space is it's lethal.
I think he's become even better in space than he was even last year.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, he wasn't the prime. As you know, in games he was the primary target that I saw in games that we saw. But of course, there were other weapons that Connor DeVellis had last year, so he spread it around. But right now, Masungu, there are other targets here for the Huskies, but Masungu right now is the main guy. And every time he touches the ball, he's making something happen.
Yeah, well, Caden Wheeler last year was the guy inside the 20. He was the running back who had over 20 touchdowns. I think he had 26 touchdowns last year. So that has turned into Masungu now. So welcome back after a couple injuries. Now look at this, 61 degrees, no wind, partly cloudy, really
I predicted it perfect night for football earlier today on Twitter, and Nelson's been perfect on the point afters.
Well,
45-0.
Did you predict that too?
I did not.
Okay.
I usually don't predict kicker success rates. And
well, you're from Minnesota. You
percentages.
Can't.
No. When you have a team like the Vikings, where the kicking game is sporadic as it has been for my entire lifetime, going all the way back to Freddie the Foot. Return man here for Buffalo, takes it to the middle. Salonik gets to the 20, and that is it.
We'll see. We've got Clevin back in.
Nelson 6 for 6 on point afters tonight.
Perfect. 5 touchdown passes, 1 rushing, and 6 extra points. That's
who are we going to pick for player of the game here for Andover?
I don't know, because
I know it's still early here. It's third quarter, still 10-14 left to go. But
it's a two-way race. Yeah.
Important questions need to be asked.
Yeah, two-way race right now.
Probably could flip a coin or have co-players of the game. From the 21 here for Buffalo.
Maybe a connection of the game.
Again, Kelvey, the backup quarterback, and the flag has been thrown.
Dead ball. False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, first down.
5-yard mark-off here against the Buffalo Bison, who, after tonight, they have Bemidji, Rogers, and Brainerd. Andover after tonight at Coon Rapids next week, Monticello, and then Cambridge Isanti. That'll be the Wednesday night MEA game. We'll have that here on QCTV. Kelvey goes down. All kinds of Huskies with the pressure. I think the sack is going to go to Baumhauer, who has been a man here tonight.
Yeah, he has. Absolutely. Baumhauer, he actually was he rushed
Jeremiah
upfield.
Constant was there too.
Rushed upfield and then turned back, and Levy went right into him.
And a big loss all the way back to the 10, 2nd and 21. So Kelvey comes in, and an unenviable position here, the backup quarterback for Buffalo against his Andover defense, as they smell blood in the water. A little swing pass out on the far side, and Huskies all over the place. Swarming tackle. You can see that the Huskies right now really feeling it. They're pumped up. It's homecoming night here tonight. Their defense has just been getting after it all night long.
You're right, and there hasn't been any missed tackles. They're rallying to the ball. It's been defensively a solid night, and even with 187 yards in passing that first half, it was dominating for that defense.
3rd and 16 for the junior Kelvey. Started this half after Gaida had played the first half. Here's his throw across the middle, incomplete. It'll be 4th down. That looks like Elson, who had been the primary receiver, Gage Elson, in that first half. That one, though, he's well covered. Body was on him, and it's a 4th down.
I think they're going to punt, which is a smart move.
Among the starters out with injury or sickness here for Craig Lockowitzer, the Battle Lake, Minnesota native. Went to high school at Battle Lake. They have their leading rusher from last year, Danny Phillips, unavailable. The punt, and it's Davenport on the run, hesitates, forced backwards, still trying to find his way through, and He's going to run into 3 or 4 tacklers here for Buffalo. Excellent starting field position at the 43 here for Andover. But they've got last year's leading rusher out, a starting linebacker out, Jack Griffith. Their top offensive lineman, Cody Curtis, has been out with injury, plus their starting center to start the season and a starting guard to start the season. That's a lot to lose.
It is. And, this is 5A football where you don't necessarily have the depth that you have at 6A. But they still got some very talented. And, you look at Gage Alston tonight, who's been outstanding, came in with 7 catches, and he has 8 tonight. So there's some bright spots on.
Nelson keeps, and maybe a yard. As he cut back the middle, and he ran right into Trenton Radloff, who makes a tackle for the Buffalo Bison.
Nelson's got 6 carries, 28 yards that first half. Now 7 carries for 29.
2nd and 9. Nelson, 1-step drop out to Heller. He's got it to the 40, to the 35, down the sideline. Forced out of bounds. Teddy Heller. He's a nice running back guy. More of a wide receiver. He's got a running back body, kind of. So he gets the ball. He can run with it. And he gets plus yardage after the catch and a first down.
Some nifty glasses there. Okay, this play was set up by Blankenship, who was able to kind of pick the defender.
Nelson again, this time to the far side of the field. Tate Johnson leans forward for positive yardage on first down. Just getting little chunks here and there, 5-6 yards, not throwing the ball down the field, but what those little passes do out to the flat is it opens up later for some downfield passing.
Yep. And this is really Andover's bread and butter. This is their run. You get 5 yards on a run, and this is how they handle it.
Devin DeVellis, number 20, was out there blocking. 2nd down and 6. And just a couple here this time for the Huskies. Davenport on the carry. Mario Davenport Jr.
He has got some acceleration. When he got that ball, he was 2 yards down and swallowed up quickly, but good acceleration.
Nearing 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down. New quarterback out there for Andover, Chase Pemberton. 10 and 12 from this distance look similar. I don't know, was Pemberton in at the beginning of this drive? He may have been.
I think he was.
So Pemberton at quarterback now for Andover. Andover wearing kind of those gray uniforms, almost pewter, with the Vegas gold numbering here tonight. Black helmets. It's a sharp look, isn't it, Jim?
Certainly, I like it. Those black helmets, like you mentioned.
Pemberton will put it into the hands here of Davenport again. Shuffles his way inside the 20. Gains maybe 3. Pemberton on the season. He's played in 3 games as far as quarterback. 8 of 10, 154 yards. He's been pretty effective. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Landon Nelson now not in there at quarterback, with 5 touchdown passes. Here's Pemberton. He's down to the 12. So 5 touchdown passes for Nelson. Mentioned that gives him 14 on the season, just 2 interceptions. That's a pretty good touchdown interception ratio.
It is, and it's that's valuing the ball and your possessions. Now Pemberton started out the game with the first pass as
he was 1 for 1 to start out.
So he threw that strike to Masungu.
Oh, and wide open Pemberton, end zone, touchdown, Aiden Shaw. It's a 13-yard touchdown pass, and Andover's right back in the end zone. They've got 50 on the board, 51 to be exact, with 5:52 left to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Found the seam, and really nice catch by Aiden Shaw, the junior. So as you kind of look at the future of the second half of what Andover could be next year. Pemberton, no one around him, nobody there, and wide open was Shaw.
Shaw, just his second reception of the season. First touchdown. Nelson back in to kick. And he has been perfect all night, and he stays perfect. That's now 7 for 7 for Nelson.
Now, does that give a tick more to Nelson now that he's with player of the game?
Because of his point after kicking?
Because now he's got 7.
Yeah, and he's been doing a good job on kickoffs, kicking it not into the end zone, but kicking it deep enough and allowing his coverage to get down there on the kickoffs, as it's now 52-7.
And Masugu, though, did have a pass defense in that first half.
Did.
So I
and
don't know.
that catch,
That catch
Masungo's
was,
catch, he's had a couple of really good ones along the boundary, and it's the one for the end zone here on the near side in the end zone for the touchdown was as good as it gets.
Yeah, and to be honest, defensively, Blake Hellickson has been just a menace too. So there's been a lot of good things to go around. And this is, for the 5th game, they've had 3 games on the road. We only have 1 game left on the road.
We might have to bring in our friend Pete Anderson.
Yes.
Get his thoughts on player of the game, member of the Andover coaching staff. He's upstairs with the coaches here in the press box. Nelson's kick, a one-hopper, grabbed by Solonik, and he dives. That's the best return they've had on a kickoff all night long as he gets out close to the 40-yard line.
Ahead of steam, he just took it and took off. Didn't wait for anything to open up. That was a good, solid run up to the 40.
Salonik on the carry. It will be at the 40 here, first down and 10. So both teams now with their backup quarterbacks. Kai Kelvey. Guide is a junior, Kelvey a junior. Both of their quarterbacks here juniors, and that's going nowhere.
Yeah,
Huskies a lot of penetration, then a late flag. Nolan Israelson was in there for the tackle, and let's sort this out.
Constance was right there. It may be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Dead ball foul, personal foul, number 11, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So that'll be a 15-yard tack on. And I think what happened here is Heller Anderson just, well.
Yeah, he pushed down in his helmet.
Yep.
I think that's what the official saw.
Yep. And he knew it. He walked away from it. He didn't want to argue it. Good.
So that gives Buffalo a first down at the 50. Kelvey scrambling, running, and throwing it out of bounds.
I guess I don't know what the rules are, but we got an injured Husky down.
Our game last week we had here at Anoka and Roseville, we had a number of players that were down, mostly for Roseville. This is really the first injury, any kind of a timeout we've had for a player down all game long. That isn't Pemberton, is it? Is that?
No.
No.
I think it's Evan
Dante,
Guerin.
somebody who ends in a 0, isn't it?
I think it's Guerin.
Evan Gergen.
Guerin,
is it 30?
Did you wonder who the fan of the game was, Jim?
No.
I'm going to tell you.
That
there
guy.
he is right there, yes.
Hockey helmet.
Well, you're in the hockey mecca of Minnesota.
Well, state champions.
State
boys
champions,
and girls.
Yep. So, and that student section has been on their feet the entire time, including during the excellent halftime shows by the dance team and the band.
Yeah, the marching band was fantastic. Tyler Whitman.
Whitman, who's got a couple
90?
of sacks, yeah. He's had a couple of sacks tonight. Been all over the place. Looks like he got.
He's able to walk under his own pressure and own power. Coming over a little slowly. Hope he'll be okay, it appears. From the 50-yard line, 2nd and 10 here for the Buffalo Bison. Both teams 2-2 entering this game here tonight. And as we talked about it before the game with Coach Tom DeVellis, it's important to start the second half strong. Huskies certainly have. Kelvey keeps off left tackle. picks up 5.
Yeah, that was his design run right from the snap.
Tremaine Davis makes the tackle.
Constant loses his shoe. Hellickson back in.
Tackled by 97 Tremaine Davis.
Andover's got the personnel. If they get rolling, they could make a run here at the end of the season.
Yeah, you look at Section 7, there's 5 teams. Grand Rapids is now back in 6A. Another fumble.
3rd and 5, and Kelvey gets back on top of it. The always present, ever present, omnipresent Jace Green, who seemingly has been everywhere since the first time he stepped on the field tonight for this Andover defense, was right there to pounce on him. 4th down.
Yeah, you look at Wayzata Centennial. Now it's tightening up, 18-14 on North Metro. They're late in the 4th quarter.
I bet you our fan of the game is better than their fan of the game.
Although
Centennial's got good fans too. All these schools in the North Metro all have good, spirited fans, passionate.
Yes. Yep. Timeout.
Timeout. White.
Willing to go the extra mile. The reason that young man, I can guess why he was the fan of the game, because he went the extra mile. He could have just gotten regular gold paint at the hardware store to paint that hockey helmet. He went with the glitter gold paint. That's the extra mile. That's the extra mile, because I think that stuff's more expensive than the regular gold.
It is, yeah, and either that or Dad's going to be a little upset that somebody raided his paint closet.
Right. Well, he probably could fit right in, too. And Notre Dame comes here to play the Gophers in hockey. He'd fit right in, because that looks like a Notre Dame helmet.
Yep, you're right. So, yeah, Andover, we're talking about QRFs, and Andover, right now, the first QRF, and this will change as it goes. But
you have to tell us what the QRF goes first.
Yeah, so QRF is the computer ranking.
Quality results formula.
Yeah, it's a computer ranking done by MinnesotaScore.net, which is a good website. Coaches disagree with it back and forth, and early in the season, but they're ranked 10th.
Right, it's mathematical.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't have any media votes or coaches' votes or anything. The other rankings that you see, whether it's in the paper or on the hub or wherever else, that's the coaches voting and media people and whatnot. But the QRF one, it's kind of like the Pairwise, or the what's the other one?
RPI.
Yes, those are that's ratings percentage index, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So and there are some sections I think that still use that QRF and use that solely for their either their seating solely, or they use it as part of their seating process.
Yeah, and which I think if you ask coaches, they'd probably not like to use it, because they always think that they played a lot tougher schedule. But it really is, it kind of matches you and it shows where Section 7 is.
Pemberton quarterback, and on that RPO lead option, he had it in the belly of the running back. He decided to pull it out and gets a big gain down to the 22-yard pickup here in the final 4 minutes. We're still in the 3rd quarter, 52-7 Huskies.
Well,
almost had it stripped away, but he was able to clamp down on it at the last moment as he's being tackled by the defensive back for Buffalo. Here on 1st and 10, that goes nowhere here for the Huskies.
DeMario on the run.
Yes. And no.
Tackled by Carter Walker. And
that was R.J. Walker.
Yeah, R.J. Walker came in there, number 27.
Nice carry, just not a big enough hole to get through.
No gain, 2nd and 10. Pemberton, junior quarterback. I would assume he's the heir apparent next year. After Nelson graduates, he'll flip it out on the flat. Caught there by Cameron Bagali.
Sophomore getting some play right now.
That's the big benefit, when you do have a lopsided game like this, where you can get some guys, sophomores, JV players, sophomore guys off the sophomore team, opportunity to get some time on Friday night.
Get some reps.
Who knows? With an injury or something that happens later in the season, they might be called upon.
And Andover doesn't change their offense. This is the same offense that they ran in the 1st quarter.
3rd and 3. Pemberton didn't pick up the first down. He's pushed back, and it'll be a 4th down. One of the rare 4th down situations. Andover tonight has not been stopped.
They haven't. They have not.
They've scored on every possession.
Yep. So an opportunity for Buffalo to break that streak.
Yeah, a challenge for them here. 4th and a long 2. Pemberton, and he'll pitch it. 15-10 sideline out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down. As he pitched it, R.J. Walker had come back into the game. He was the lone setback, and it is a 1st down and 1st and goal. Andover, nice little play.
Yeah.
First time we've seen that little pitch play tonight.
Yeah, we have. We saw something earlier where Heller had cut through on, and it was a reverse on a little bit on the option. This time, true option. And great job by Pemberton to get the defender to commit to him.
Husky coaches on the near sideline were really happy about the result of that play. 1st down and goal. Pemberton to the end zone. Incomplete. Devin DeVellis, the intended receiver, and it was off his fingertips, up a little bit high, but one I'm sure that Devin says, given day, I could probably come up with that, but it's incomplete.
That's one of the things Pemberton will probably look at and probably want to put a little bit more air under that to touch it into that corner.
I don't see Devin's name on the stat sheet, so looking for his first reception of the season, came close there. Pemberton. This time Davenport spinning to about the 5. Gains 3 or 4. DeMario Davenport came in with 128 yards rushing on just 11 attempts. That's over an 11-yard per carry average. Didn't quite get that there. It'll be 3rd and goal.
He's a weapon. You just watch him when he touches the ball, and he's got a home run threat every single time.
R.J. Walker now back into that running back spot. 3 receivers right, 1 left at the bottom of your screen. That receiver at the bottom is Devin DeVellis. Pitch again to Walker off his fingertips, and he found it. It's been that kind of night for Andover. You know, they've had some things go their way, but that hasn't been the reason why they're up 52-7. They've just dominated. But when things are going your way, things are going your way, and when the ball's on the turf, it bounces right back to you.
Yeah, and, you know, hey, good awareness to jump on it and not, you know, be frustrated. So
4th and goal, 5-yard line, final minute of the 3rd quarter. Pemberton plants, throws, intended for Devin DeVellis, incomplete, off his hands.
Yeah, that was a laser guided pass from Pemberton. It was a good pass.
Put some zing on that one, and Devin just could not bring it in. And that'll turn over to Buffalo with 37.9 left here in the 3rd quarter. We will have running time in the 4th quarter.
Yep. The field position does not improve at all for Buffalo right now.
No.
The Bison are going to be stuck back there.
Their best starting field position was at the 40, and that was once.
Yep.
Otherwise, their average starting position was between the 20 and 25. Kai Kelvey. Shotgun, whistle, and a dead ball penalty flag down on the field.
We got some movement. I think it was 70.
Half the distance.
Dead ball. False start. Offense, number 84. Half the distance to the goal. Still 1st down.
You don't lose a lot, yeah.
Yeah, pushes Buffalo back further and further in the shadow of that goalpost here in the end zone. And the 2nd year of the turf here at the varsity, the actual field, but the new turf behind us, it's the 1st year, the practice field. Put some nice fencing around that and some cement block walls. Quick little toss and around on, it might have been tipped, ended up being short and incomplete.
Anoka Hennepin School District put practice fields in all 5 high schools.
So every high school got a turf main field at their main stadium, then got a practice field as well.
Yeah, which, you know, it's great, but it'll be very good for the fall or the spring.
It was tipped.
Yeah, it was Tim
Somebody
Kelby.
got a big hand on it.
But in the spring with lacrosse and baseball,
right?
And, they'll be able to use
because
it.
Here's ball loose. Where is it? It is back at the 1-yard line.
Well, that was a great tackle by Caden Wilkie. We haven't called his
Quarterback
name.
Delvey went nowhere. Kelvey had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Wilkie devoured him.
Yeah, when it comes to the spring sports, wow, just ate him up.
Yeah.
Look at that, he just ate him up. Caden Weichel, 280, 6'4", 280 pounds. And he just consumed the quarterback Kelvey. But in the spring, one thing about turf, you don't have to wait for the frost to come out of the turf.
Yep.
As that was our last play of the third quarter. We'll move to the fourth. We'll have running time. All Huskies here tonight for homecoming at Andover High School.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? Well, now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Jim Childs, Jim Erickson back here. It's fourth quarter time, and it's 3rd down and 12. Buffalo deep in their own territory.
Well, running time right now, it's 3rd down and 13.
Quick pass, Kelvey caught. Alson, who's had a nice night tonight. Not going to be enough for the first down, though, across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 4th down.
I can't really go for it back there, so it will give some of these second teamers another chance to get some reps.
Masungu has 5 touchdown receptions in this game here tonight. Folks in the truck have taken a look at the records. I would recommend, you guys are on the State High School League site back in the Dave Mueller La Center, 1968. I don't know. 5? That seems low, to be honest, for a record, but maybe it is. And that's according to the State High School League website. Another good website is the Coaches Association website. Minnesota High School Football Coaches Association has records there as well. I'm not saying that the State High School League is wrong.
It may not be reported, I don't think. But anyway, 5 touchdowns is a great season. And Masungu, as you can see right there,
that's a career for some receivers.
Yeah, he did it. He's done it in one night, and really incredible athlete, and has meant a lot to not only the football team but the basketball team as well. He's an outstanding guard for Andover Husky basketball.
From the 39-yard line, Pemberton again. Great starting field position here for Andover. The handoff, though, does not click to Davenport. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage or just lose a yard. It'll be a loss of 1, 2nd down.
Yeah, that was I got it. You take it.
Yep, we're confirming that. Touchdown receptions in a game, 5. What I see here is it's on the ground here for Andover. Running time.
Yeah,
Chase Patterson that time on the carry. I get Levi Lambert from Uppsala Swanville in 2020 at 5 touchdown receptions. Isaac Fink from Springfield, 2018. Evan Guffey of Nicollet, 2012. Dave Mueller of La Center, 1968. Tony Paquette from Hill Murray 1995, all with 5 receptions in a game. So Sam Masungu has tied that record here tonight with 5.
Well, that's it.
How about that record-setting performance?
Yes. Well, I think we know who's going to get the player of the game now.
Yep, that clinches it. Our apologies to Landon Nelson, who had a heck of a game, and a couple of guys on defense as well. But I think Landon would say, yep, give it to Sam. Because that's a special night.
Yes, it certainly is.
But, of course, Landon played a big role in that, putting that ball where he did so Masungu could make plays on it. And so many times on those plays, he put those balls where only Sam Masungu could get to it. On 4th down and a yard, they keep it on the ground, and that's going to be short of the first down. And it'll be 4th down. They'll turn it over on downs here for the Andover Huskies. And Jim, being the man who's so thoughtful, you put your headphones down. You went and told the PA announcer that Masungu has tied the state record so we can share it, not only with our QCTV audience, watching it on television, watching it online, but also the thousands of people in attendance here tonight for homecoming.
Yeah, which, and credit to Taylor in the truck to look that up, but what an amazing performance.
Kelvy, the quarterback, far side toss is too high, incomplete. Wishart, the intended receiver for Buffalo. Clock running here as we have just over 8 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter.
A lot of people in and out right now for the Huskies.
I'm probably going to hear from some of my friends at the Minnesota State High School League that I work with for state tournaments about me questioning whether their records were correct online. From the 30, Kelvy to pass, trying to set up the middle screen. He's going to scramble and get sacked. He'll be downed on the play by Luke Donley, sophomore linebacker. He was scrambling, loss on the play of 6, 3rd down and 16. Donley making the sack. Nice defensive play there. 3rd down. Well, the Buffalo Bison here tonight coming in at 2-2. They ran into a buzzsaw in Andover, looking to make a statement here to start the second half of the season. Kelvy with a quick pass. Minimal pickup on 3rd down.
Kelvy pass is complete to number 21, Gage Elson.
There's a Gage Elson again, who's been a busy man catching balls here tonight. He has has to have double-digit catches tonight. But pickup of just a couple, 4th and 13.
Yeah, he came out of halftime with 8 catches for 107 yards, so he's caught 3 so far this half.
4th down, punting unit in. C.J. Fogelquist, the punter. Good snap. Long snapper, Logan Vries. And the Huskies will just let it bounce out of bounds. Clock will continue. I think they stopped the clock for change of possession just briefly. And then once they get the ball ready to play for the first play of the series, once they have it set, they'll start it up again.
Well, like you mentioned, the Huskies kind of go in, I don't want to say they're the weaker part of their schedule, but getting past Elk River and, Monticello, Rogers, those have traditionally been the real tough spots for the Huskies in the past. Now Coon Rapids, Monticello. Monticello will be a solid game. Cambridge, Isani. 3 really winnable games, 2 of them at home. And, absolutely, Huskies have a chance to, possibly become the 2nd seed, but I would say that their first round will probably be against St. Francis, depending on how it works with.
That'd be a great rematch.
Yeah, absolutely.
1st down, 10. Another new quarterback in there for Andover. That must be Hudson Maynard, sophomore, off the sophomore team, sophomore quarterback. So we got our 3rd quarterback into the game now here for Andover. 2nd and 10 on the running play.
There's Masungu with
Davenport on the carry. who came in. I noticed him as a punt returner. But when he's run the ball, he had just 11 attempts coming in, but he averaged 11.6 runs per carry. Second down, 10. Maynard.
Good run.
There's that off-tackle quarterback keep that has been there almost all night long, and Hudson Maynard, the beneficiary of good blocking up front. Probably can't say enough about the Andover offensive line. Certainly the starters. We got backups in there now, but the starters tonight, Frosley, Nowak, Pelkey, Wolf, and Winters Boynton, they set the stage early on by giving Landon Nelson all kinds of time to throw so he could find Sam Asungo so they could make those big plays.
Yeah, the routes could develop because he had no one around him. And, the rushing, 85 yards in the first half. I'm sure they've got close to that now in the second.
Quick hitch pass out to the left flat. Minimal pickup.
Now, in college, you'll see double numbers. You'll see, a 7 and a 7. One's on defense, one's on offense. Now, how often do you see in high school with, a double 3, Kopetsky and Maynard out there?
Really, not often.
Yeah,
Cameron Begall, and usually they don't allow that. You have to be sure to tell the officials.
Yeah, yep. But they've got a couple of them. I know that I think Besky is double numbered with another player, but it really shows how many players are in this program.
There's another nice little wide receiver screen, and it's caught by Begali. Begali across field as he went cross grade, and he's going to score. A catch and run for Cameron Begali, 53 yards. And Maynard gets his first varsity touchdown pass.
And that was just a simple screen right out to Maynard. And Maynard just took it, cut it up. And good cutback right there. A lot of chasing going on.
First touchdown reception for Begali and the first touchdown pass by Hudson Maynard. In relief here and in the fourth quarter here for the Huskies with exactly 4 minutes left to go. We'll even go down the depth chart for the place kicker. Nolan Israelson. That can't be Nolan. Is that Nolan? Number 11.
I think it's 41.
41? Oh, yeah, it is. Looks like 11 up here, but yeah, 41. Zachary Pamprin.
Pamprin, the junior. Like you said, this is all, if for some reason something happens to Nelson, we just saw a quarterback throw a backup quarterback throw a touchdown of 53 yards and the kicker. So homecoming successful for the Huskies.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That's the thing. This is the big event of the week. All the things that lead up to it. Coach DeVellis mentioned it on our pregame chat with him. All these things lead up to it, and the team was pretty focused. You don't want to spoil all that fun of the homecoming week by laying an egg on Friday on your home field. And the Huskies came out and they got to work right away. They took charge and made sure Buffalo knew that they were meaning business here, and they certainly have tonight.
Yeah, and right from that first play, which was a double pass where Nelson threw it to Pemberton and hit Masungu, who had been out with injury, and got him immediately into the game. So, excellent.
Tristan Pierce, backup kicker. We've gone down the depth chart. Place kickers. The point after was Zachary Pamprin, and now Tristan Pierce getting some varsity time. I'd like to look back and see the last time Andover scored 59 points in a game. They had 52 against Brainerd. I mean, they have been a pretty high-scoring team. They have scored 37.8 points per game.
Illegal substitution.
Well, I will tell you, I did a game against Elk River.
5-yard penalty.
It was a state quarterfinal game on QCTV where
They lost 67-66.
Oh, I remember that.
And Connor Kniffley threw, I think, 8 touchdowns passes that game, and there was like 1,200 yards of offense. Just an incredible, one of the state's best games.
I know they had a wild one against Moorhead in the playoffs one year, too.
Yeah.
That was very high scoring.
I
And
think that
this
was
season
in the
here,
40s.
52 against Brainerd. They had 46 in the win over Rogers.
Yep.
So this Husky team can put points on the board. They have the offense that can really light it up. Little squib bouncing kick up to about the 42-yard line. And a little extracurricular after the whistle. Everybody then pats each other. Good sportsmanship there.
Yep.
Still want to go till the whistle, even at this time of the game. You got to keep those standards up with 3:40 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
Chanhassen and Armstrong, two of the state's top teams in 5A, tied at 21 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, we got the score ticker going.
Yep. South St. Paul over Hastings.
First down. Buffalo from the 42. New quarterback in. Maxwell Griffith. Here you look at the upcoming schedules. First of all, for the Buffalo Bison, just 3 weeks left in the regular season once you get in October.
Bemidji, the Lumberjacks come to town along with Rogers, and then travel up north to see the Brainerd Warriors. And the Huskies travel to Coon Rapids next week, and then 2 home games against Monticello and Cambridge Isani.
Second out and 12. Purple and white, number 10, looking like 1960s vintage Fran Tarkenton before the Vikings traded him because he didn't get along with Norm Van Brocklin. Traded him to the New York Giants.
Yep. Nice pass by the sophomore.
Third down and 3. If you put the purple helmets on them, it would be very similar. Obviously, the Vikings uniforms of those early 60s years, white tops, purple pants, but there was some gold. Very little, but there was some gold in there.
Yep.
The primary color scheme here, scheme for Buffalo is just purple and white, maybe a little black in there somewhere. Toss for a first down. That is a nice throw by the sophomore. Griffith again. He's 6'2", 185. He's got a good frame as a sophomore for a future quarterback here for the Bison.
On a hurry up, 1:35 remaining in the game.
Isaiah Ingram, the recipient of that pass, 1st and 10 at the 45. Final 90 seconds on the clock. Griffith, high snap, brings it down, toss right into the fingertips of the intended receiver, and he makes the catch and gets hauled down. Pass complete. And that'll bring up a second down. I don't have an 83 for Buffalo. Here it is, Logan Vrees.
Logan Vrees. That nice pass. He kind of threaded the needle as he kind of threw sidearm, a la Brett Favre or Rogers.
Luke Beck is in there at a defensive lineman. Also big Ian Olson, 265 pounds at a nose tackle on second down. Stopped at the line of scrimmage on the give to the running back, number 34, getting the carry there, Isaac Herzberg. And that'll make it third down, and Buffalo won't have to snap another one if they don't want to here with 20 seconds remaining in the game clock. The play clock is off. 3rd and 5 or 6 will be the final play of the game. Griffith. Snap, throw, goes deep along the sideline. It's incomplete. Looking for Sam Solonik, the younger brother of the other Solonik, Luke Solonik on this team. Incomplete. Clock says zeros, and it is a homecoming win for your Andover Huskies here tonight.
Yeah, not only a win, impressive win.
Big fashion.
Yes, yes. Offense right from the start. Landon Nelson looked the part completely. Good decision making, and Sam Masungu, what can you say about him? State record tied tonight.
And he'll be our player of the game.
Really not much discussion, Jim, about that.
5 touchdowns here tonight. And there's a good catch. Now a catch and run. Good blocking. Finds his way. He's got a nose for the end zone, for that goal line.
And this is the catch of the game. Might be the catch of the year. Look at.
Wow.
Yeah, tell me that's not college level.
If he's size 8 instead of size 10, he doesn't score there,
yeah.
Right?
You're right.
His foot isn't long enough. Here he is again, finding his way to the end zone.
Shaking hands.
What a game. Congratulations, Sam Masungu, on a wonderful game here tonight. Record-setting performance, and congratulations to the Andover Huskies in a homecoming victory tonight. Here's our upcoming broadcast schedule for you. We got volleyball next week.
And then we've got football, and it's an Anoka kind of week next week. Volleyball, and then football, White Bear versus Anoka, and Champlin Park and Anoka. That'll be a good volleyball match. Champlin Park, obviously, outstanding with that. And Jim, I think you and I are back here for the Monticello and Andover football game in a couple weeks.
I don't think I am, because I'm in Madison for hockey. It's the game after that I'll be here.
Okay.
The Wednesday game is Cambridge Isani at Andover. I think we've got that one on the schedule.
Maybe that's what we've
Cambridge
got.
Isani at Andover. I know I'll be here for that one as well. So that's pretty fun. We're all excited about that, and excited about this Andover team, and they've got to be excited about this as well. Disappointing loss last week against St. Francis. I know they'd love to get another shot at St. Francis, and they very well could in the Section 7 playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, one win at a time. There's a lot of good things to build off, but knowing this coaching staff, they'll find stuff to improve on too.
Yeah.
So
Huskies 3-2, 2-1 in the district. North Central black. And again next week at Coon Rapids for Buffalo, they fall to 2-3. They are 0-3 in the district. And again, as we saw before, they host Bemidji. For everybody in the truck, Taylor and Ryan, the whole crew, good job tonight. Certainly. For Jim Childs, I'm Jim Erickson here from Andover. Again, the final on Homecoming Friday. Huskies 59 and the Buffalo Bison 7. Good night, everybody.